Hey Razorback fans, did you know that Little Rock's Pulaski Academy is home to the nation's leading passer? Oh yeah, and he's a future Hog. Check out Braden Bratcher.
Yo.
Out of 17,000 high schools that play football, turns out he leads the nation in passing and leads the nation in total yards.
Yeah, this year it happened. I was the #1 stat leader.
Set the national record against Springdale Harbor.
A game that I will remember forever.
I mean, he had 900 total yards.
Just something was clicking.
Bratcher's got his man, and Bratcher's got another touchdown.
That was one of the best high school football seasons I've ever seen.
Those are video game numbers, but the numbers that matter most: 5'10", 175, and ultimately 0 offers. Now set to be a preferred walk-on at Arkansas, Braden is out to prove that those stats are no fluke and that heart always beats height.
I mean, I think it's not about the size of the players, but the size of the heart.
What I would tell fans that haven't seen Braden Bratcher is he's the classic big things come in little packages.
I think what you can expect from me is a guy that every single day I'm gonna be in there working. I'm trying to outwork everybody else around me.
He's a competitor, you know, he's gonna compete at a high level all the time.
Not coming in there as a scholarship guy. I need to prove myself, and that's what I'm doing every single day.
Braden's no stranger to proving himself. Just put up the stats.
You can check the stats. I mean, the stats aren't lying, the numbers aren't lying.
Or put on the tape.
Check the film's not lying either.
And it didn't happen by accident.
He was everything you'd want in a quarterback, he really was. The video game numbers set some national and state records and then end up being the MVP of the state championship game. That's quite an accomplishment for a 5'10", 175-pound kid.
It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight and the dog.
You know, one of the things that hurt Braden was his size. Colleges are looking for big kids.
I mean, there's thousands of other high school quarterbacks they're looking at, and a guy that's taller than me has an arm and can run just as well as me, they're probably going to go with the taller guy.
He's had a chip on his shoulder. Now they want the 6'4" quarterback with the strong arm. He's got a tremendously strong arm.
He's got a cannon. That's honestly just the biggest shock. He's not the biggest guy, but his arm strength is unmatched. I can probably name one throw he missed to me all year. He's just so accurate, such a great arm.
That's carried over to the field for me. Just every game that I was going to play, I wanted to go out there and give it all I had, leave it all in the field, and I wasn't going to go out there and be scared. Like, it was like no fear.
Skills-wise, he's a Power 5 Division I quarterback. And attitude and competition, and as a player, he's definitely that skills-wise.
He reads the throw before he needs to make them.
Having a vision for the field, being able to see the field, and just the football knowledge that I've gained.
It's unbelievable watching him run around, and he's so quick and so fast, and he knows where they're coming from even when he's not looking at them.
My mobility and arm strength for my size, I feel like that's going to carry over tremendously.
And then he's just got like the it factor that some people just have that makes him different than other people. He's just like different to where like he just makes the plays, rise up to the occasion.
It's something you can't teach. He's just got something natural in him.
I just felt like when I was in the game, no matter what was going on, I always had a confidence because Coach Kelly kind of instilled that.
I was breaking down some film yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I wasn't even looking at him, but I kept seeing him, and I think that's the it factor that college coaches talk about.
Coach Kelly, he always compared me to like Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield.
You know, they've got something that you can't measure. It's an intangible that it's that winning type thing. You're just a winner.
Been to 2 state championships as a starting quarterback and lost one, and won this past one my senior year.
Bratcher to Mason Cobb. The lateral to Joe Hyman. He goes 52 yards.
It's going to carry over into the next level. I didn't just have the it factor. I think all the guys around me kind of pushed me and knew that I needed to be the guy to step it up.
What is Arkansas getting? More than just some overlooked passer, but a scrapper with some downright swagger, ready for that next chapter, being that puzzle piece fit for a program resurrection.
He's a kid that is the raw, the pure football player that just wants to be on the field anywhere, that he's the kind of kid that you want at the University of Arkansas to turn that program around.
The state of Arkansas, I haven't been happy with the way the program's gone lately. Just do everything I can to help this program get turned around. It's going to happen over time, but it starts now. And I'm doing everything I can to benefit the team, make the winning culture, the Razorback culture, what it needs to be and what it used to be. So that's what we're going to do.
State champion, national record holder, product of one of the nation's most storied football schools. On paper, a touted recruit, but with one pesky asterisk. Braden's stature forced a detour, paving a fork in the road between Fayetteville and Dallas.
I always told myself I want to play football in college. I want to go try to play at the biggest level. at the D1 level, so that's kind of what my mindset was the whole time. And I never really saw any of those offers until SMU gave me preferred walk-on. We had a little ceremony for the preferred walk-ons, and I announced that I was going to further my career at SMU.
After signing day and at the 11th hour, new head hog Sam Pittman and offensive coordinator Kendall Briles opened a door Braden thought was shut.
A few weeks later, Arkansas came around and told me that they wanted to give me a preferred walk-on. And I was very excited, but also put in a situation where I had to make a decision again. Even though Arkansas's home, I've always wanted to be a Razorback, it still took much thought to make my decision. They told me to come up there, they wanted me to come up there and visit and speak with them. My main concern was I'm gonna go up there at a bigger school and not get the chance that I'm wanting to get. His main thing, he said, he's not gonna lie to you. He's gonna be honest with you, and everything he told me was not the case. And if I go up there and do what I'm supposed to do, then I'll get my shot.
His grandmother cheered at Arkansas. His grandfather strapped it up for the '64 national championship team, and his uncle also walked on. Now Braden continues the tradition.
There's so much to look forward to be up in my home state of Arkansas with just the atmosphere. Because my uncle and my grandpa played up there, and that's what they always told me, that it was the best thing to be able to run through the A. The fans are the best fans in the country, and I believe that. Just being a Razorback, I don't feel like there's anything else that I could ask for. Very exciting. I can just imagine all the adrenaline going through me. It really is a dream come true. It's something I've always wanted. It's kind of surreal to think about that it's actually here and happening. There's all these scholarship guys, but then they look at you, preferred walk-on. I'm all right with being a preferred walk-on. It gives me an edge and makes me push harder and have more motivation and more drive to show them what I can do and push myself to be the best.
When you're worried about the size, watch a kid in practice. All of a sudden that size doesn't matter as much. I get it from the outside looking in, but once you get to know him and see all that he brings to the table, I think they're going to be so happy they picked him up and got a late addition to their football team, because he's going to be better for them in the locker room, on the practice field, and on the game field.
My goal is to see the field as soon as I can, wherever, if it's quarterback or slot receiver, whatever it is. I told them that I just want to see the field. I want to, as soon as I can. It's my goal. Wherever I can see the field and wherever they need me, that's where I'm going to be.
Nick Walters, Fox 16.